That moves me. Moves. Yeah, man.
Come back and let them know. Who are you?
What?
Who are you again?
My name is Ibn Muhammad Ali.
Yes.
I'm the son of Muhammad Ali.
That's it.
About being rather quiet. Did you really feel that way and the rest was just a big act?
Yes, a wise man can act a fool, but a fool cannot act a wise man.
How do you claim in boxing? Most people want to know where am I from and where did I get that name, but really I haven't really checked on it, so I see that I'm going to have to go look into it.
You'll have to look it up.
See what it's all about now that I'm getting a little into it.
Way back in a little one-horse town called Louisville, Kentucky, back in 1941, Mr. Cassius Clay married Mrs. Odessa Grady, who later became Mrs. Cassius Clay, and they had a little son. This is Mrs. Clay, and this is my daddy, Mr. Cassius Clay Sr.
Hello.
The real hero now is your son. Last time we were together, he'd just been born. How is he?
Right, he's about 6 months now. He's something. I've never get a chance to see him because I've been busy ever since he was born, but I see him probably twice a week.
Really? And what did you name him?
Ibn Muhammad Ali. It means son of Muhammad Ali.
Do you want him to be a fighter?
No, sir. My little daughter's 4 now. She's already got a tutor teaching her a couple of foreign languages, and my son, I expect to have all of them tutors until they're about 10 years old, and then I'll put them in some school. But just educate them on the basic things like reading and writing and arithmetic and a couple of foreign languages apiece, and teach him to use his brain, because boxing or any sport is a risk. If a fella should get hurt, spend his life preparing and he don't get a certain break, then it's all over. But once he get himself educated right, like yourself, you're not a boxer. Look how good you do. You don't box. You sit and talk and use your brains and you make it. So I like him to do that too.
Do you know your daddy is the baddest man in the world? Do you know your daddy can whoop all the men in the whole world and you don't care? When I come home, you treat me like I ain't nothing. And you don't care nothing about me, do you? But one day you're going to wake up and you're going to say, boy, I didn't know my daddy was so bad. And I used to slap him around.
Hi, it's me again, Muhammad Ali Jr., the son of Muhammad Ali, once known as Cassius Clay. I'm here with a reporter from the Mirror. His name is Andy Lyons, chief reporter. He's going to introduce himself. Then we begin.
Hello, Andy Lyons, Daily Mirror, and we're just having are you taping me as well? All right, okay. And we're just having a brief preliminary conversation to see how we may or may not be able to do a story on this, to work out what we're going to do.
Perfect.
Regarding your family and a brother that is maybe wasn't as close with the family as
my father's son.
Your father's son, yes, yeah. Okay.
No.
No, I called him your brother.
No. The thing is that I have a bunch of brothers that have reached out to me on Facebook, and so I mean, you actually are talking about my father's son, Little Muhammad. Is
Yes.
what I'm saying. Yeah, my father has 2 sons, Little Muhammad, and his son Assad, who's adopted. But he's.
You guys didn't grow up all in the same house.
No, we didn't. I have one sister by the same mother, which is Hannah. So and the rest are half. Yeah.
One day with a white girl. We don't call that progress. No white woman watching this show or no white man in his or her right mind, white mind, want black boys and black girls marrying their white sons and daughters, in return introducing their grandchildren as half brown, kinky-head Negroes. They don't want it. And why not? Why not? You know why not. Nobody else, and I'll tell you something else. Why not? For what? Every man likes a son who look like himself. I love my little boy. And my wife, pretty brown girl, look like me. I love my daughters. I don't want no blonde-headed, green-eyed daughters.
No, but surely, everybody wants a child.
Looks like himself.
No.
Still pretty. People out there see how pretty I still am. I'm still pretty. Intelligent.
Got the video going.
You're not as dumb as you look.
Me, myself, and I. all the time.
This is the only rhyme I know.
Me, myself, and I, all the time. Me, myself, and I, all the time. Yeah.
It can present not a serious problem, but wherever you go, people will point to you and say this or that. But if you keep quiet and don't publicize it, I'm sure that people really won't know who you are. And Joe Louis's daughter was was handling some job or core thing in Chicago, and didn't nobody know it was his daughter until she really told somebody, you know. But if you just keep it quiet.
The way they handle themselves,
Right.
really. Yeah. What did your mother want for you when you were a young lad, Muhammad?
She just wanted me to, like all mothers, basically, to go to school, to get education, to stay out of trouble, stay out of bad gangs, and try to be somebody in life, that's all.
When did you know that you were the greatest?
When did I know I was the greatest?
Yeah.
Let me see, I was born in 1942.
Individuals. Muhammad, what would you say to your son if he came to you and expressed a desire to box?
Well, I think I'm going to control him or help my wife to control him, and that's to educate him first and get his mind together. And I wouldn't encourage him to box. I'll let him do it as a game, as a sport for health, but not as a livelihood because it's too dangerous. But teach him foreign language and get him. See, we all were born for a purpose. Every trees, the moon, rain, snow, everything God created has a purpose, and man has a purpose. And the wise man is he who finds his life purpose, and we want to help him find his purpose in life, which I'm sure is not boxing.
Are you worried about the burden he'll have to bear being the son of Muhammad Ali? I mean, you're a tough act to follow.
Well, if my act is not a good act, and if I'm not doing nothing right for people, and if my image is bad, it'll be bad. But if I can do the things that I would like to do for God and the service of mankind, then I'm sure he'll be honored to be known as my son.
I said last night, I had a dream. When I got to Africa, I had one hell of a rumble. I had to beat thousands behind first for claiming to be the king of the jungle. For this fight, I have wrestled an alligator. I have tussled with a whale. I have handcuffed lightning and put thunder in jail. You know I'm bad. I have murdered a rock. I engined a stone. I hospitalized a brick. I'm so bad I make medicine sick. I'm so fast, man, I can run through a hurricane and don't get wet. When Judge Foreman meet me, he'll pay his debt. I could drown a drink of water and kill a dead tree. Wait till you see Muhammad Ali.
To time it for 1 second. 1 second. This is unexpected. I didn't know you would invite me to do this. You must be on the boxing position and just have a little dance like we're boxing and just for 1 second. I have to time it for 1 second. Right there.
I am Ali. What's my name? Ibn Muhammad Ali, son of Muhammad Ali. My father's movements. Yes, thank you. Hi, it's Muhammad Ali Jr. As you can see, I'm here with a journalist today in South Ken. He's going to introduce himself.
Hello there. Hi, my name is Colin Maximin. I'm a journalist. I'm based here in the UK, based in London, and I've just met Muhammad Ali Jr. I've just met Muhammad Ali Jr. We've had a very intriguing as well as a very illuminating discussion, and he's just told me his story. He's told me about what's going down and what's gone down and everything that's happened, what's transpired, and I'm hoping to help him tell his story to the mainstream media, and that's the reasons why I've come down to talk to him and come down to have a discussion with him. I'll be speaking to the papers later on, and I'm hoping that they will be able to give him a plug. That's all. Take care.
That's Colin. Peace.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali Jr.
Respect.
Dad, I'll be coming home.
Yeah.
London later. Mom,
Yes.
love you all. Bye. Hi, Dad. It's me, your son, Muhammad Ali Jr. I'm at the show you hosted for me in the O2, as you can see. And some policemen are harassing me. I'm just putting on record so when I go to court, we can sue the government as usual. That's the policeman, right? All harassing me. Right? Exactly what I experienced in America, I'm experiencing it in the UK, Dad. So I think I'm going to be great like you because delivered to stop me by killing me, basically. I got your blood. I got your DNA. It's a fact. These people aren't smart. They ain't being intelligent enough to give me my space and let me be myself. But there you go, Dad. That's the officers right there. I'm sitting calmly, trying to go inside autograph for people that love you. But they're just stressing me out, man, Dad. They're just stressing me. Just put it on record, all right? Going online very soon. I'm wearing the T-shirt as usual. Me and you in Philly, as you can see, in Deer Lake. All right, Dad. Love you. See you soon.
I will not go 10,000 miles from here to help murder and kill another poor people simply to continue the domination of white slave masters over the darker people of the earth.
Your freedom. Well, see, you make yourself look crazy. Talking about I shouldn't go.
I work for the government, for part of the government.
Well, I work for God.
I am the son of Muhammad Ali and I don't know who this man is. He's about to go live on TV. What channel is this? I am the son of Muhammad Ali. Wow. Check this out.
It was pointed out to him that...
My name is Ibn Muhammad Ali. I'm the kidnapped son of Muhammad Ali. I am the kidnapped son of Muhammad Ali.
You got to come back to me.
My father was once known as Cassius Clay. This is what I look like. I'm recording myself doing this because I'm doing it. My name is Ibn Muhammad Ali. I'm the kidnapped son of Muhammad Ali.
Really?
Yes, I am, and I'm telling the truth. And you don't have to because you're ignorant. If you look at my father's history, his son has been missing for over 35 years. I'm going to be 45 years. I'm going to be 45 next week. Okay, my mom's very good Portia Ali, the third wife. All right? I'm trying to get my freedom. I'm trying to get my freedom. You don't have to believe me because that's what's done to me. All right? I'm educated enough to know who I am. A white man cannot tell me who I am. I know who I am. I'm confident with myself.
Okay.
You don't have to be confident for me. My father's a great man. I'm a great child too.
I'm a big fan.
You're a big fan, then you're making the son of Muhammad Ali. Do your research. My father had an interview with David Frost in 1972 talking about his son. Why don't we see Muhammad Ali with his son, saying this is his son to the whole world if he's a good man?
Okay.
Because it was torture.
A man's appeared in court charged with preparing terrorist acts and explosives offences. Our correspondent Martin Brunt is at Westminster Magistrates Court and has the details. Tell us more, Martin.
Ali was in court for about 20 minutes, and I can tell you that he was dressed in a grey tracksuit. He had 4 guards around him and 2 police officers, and 2 of those guards were sitting either side of him wearing blue forensic gloves, something I've not seen before, but both of those security guards staring very intently at him. Ali himself was handcuffed, and he told the Chief Magistrate that he didn't want to have a solicitor. It was pointed out to him that...
My name is Ibn Muhammad Ali.
I'm joined by somebody who I wasn't expecting.
We'll cut away from Martineau because we can't really hear what he's saying. Sorry about that interruption.
What do you think's going to stop it?
Well, it ain't gonna stop.
You think it's not?
No, well, what's gonna happen is America's gonna be so plagued with droughts and tornadoes and earthquakes and hurricanes and beef and food and milk and all kind of shortages until God's gonna force America to let the black people go free, separate. See, what's gonna happen is like a woman's 9 months pregnant, the baby starts kicking, the baby wants to get out. Well, if they don't get the baby out, the woman and the baby will die. Well, America, she, conscious virtuous women, she is pregnant with the truth. In 1930, the seed of truth was planted. Allah, God, a flesh and blood man came to America, taught Elijah, Pooh, named him Muhammad, educated for 3 years and a half to unite black people, bring them back to Islam, their own faith, their own culture, their names, religion. America's rule is over. It's time for us to separate. Now, this truth has been planted and it's growing. The baby, the black man, is now kicking. He wants to be free. America's paying him. And if she don't let him go, they both will die. But, you know, it's not hate. I don't hate. I know people. I know where to go, where not to go. I know whose daughter to look at, whose daughter not to look at. I don't get no trouble. The man in trouble is the man who don't know where he is.
Well, me and my mother had just got in from Jamaica at Fort Lauderdale Airport in Florida. And immigration pulled me aside and asked me 3 questions. They asked me, what was my name? And of course, I answered Muhammad Ibn Ali. And they asked me about where did I get my name from? Who gave me my name? And I said, obvious, my mother, my father named me. And so there's another question they asked. I was kind of skeptical about answering. I said, why would they ask me that question? But they asked me, what was your religion? And I was like, I'm Muslim. Obviously, I don't think they believed me. So I told them that I was Muhammad Ali's son. And I think they still didn't believe me. So they took me into a room and asked me the questions again. And I answered them just like I did before. So I'm sitting there waiting for about 1 hour and 45 minutes. And then they tell me, okay, you're free to go. And I was like, okay, so why was I detained? I said, oh, we were just doing our job. Okay, your job is to detain people and ask them about their religion?
Is my papers in order? Are my papers in order? They didn't answer me. And they said, well, what's your religion? I said, are you kidding me? What's my religion? I'm not going to even tell you who I voted for, but why you want to know what's my religion? I said, okay, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to be, ornery or nothing. I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm not going to say Christian just to get out of here, but I'm Muslim, okay? Is that okay with you? I'm just happy to be here, and I just would love to join the fight to end this racial profiling act. I mean, this is great. I mean, America is already great, and we don't want nobody to stain that or take that away from us.
This is Sam Cooke. As you can see, like me, he's awful pretty. And we are here now working on a record called The Gang's All Here. And Sam and I, we expect to have this out in another week or so.
Would you like to give us a preview of this disc?
Well, I want to give you a little introduction on it. This record is talking about, me, the greatest, and the various people in countries such as England and Paris. And let's give them a sample.
Come on, let's give them a preview.
We'll do a lot better if we had the music here with us.
All right, we're going to do it.
We'll try now.
Hey, hey, the gang's all here. Join in the fun. Hey, hey, the gang's all here. We're gonna swing as one. Do it again now. Hey, hey, the gang's all here. Join in the fun. Hey, hey, the gang's all here. We're gonna swing as one.
Is New York with me?
Yeah.
Is Chicago with me?
Yeah.
Is London with me?
Yeah. Hey, hey, the gang's all here. Join in the fun. Hey, hey, the gang's all here. We're gonna swing as one.
How you like that?
Say, Jim, you think I
like it ever float like a butterfly? Bam.
Well,
Sting like a bee?
well, you've got the butterfly part down, Brother Michael, and you sing real sweet to complete the cycle. But before you can sting people out of their wits, you gotta put on some meat and keep on eating your grits.
Man, you cold, man. Wow, man, listen to this. Here we are standing here with the greatest boxer in the history of the ring. That's right, the most famous heavyweight in the world. Oh, yeah. Isn't he pretty? Look at that. The champ.
Yeah, the man who made possible for millions of fighters to make millions of dollars all over the world out of the career of boxing.
That's right, man.
Oh, boy. I've heard from everybody else. What about you, Randy?
Well, not bad at all, but of course you never had a hit record.
Jackson 5 and Muhammad Ali, we're just like oxygen. We're all over the world.
Yeah. Hey, Ali, what do you think you'll be doing if you decide to retire?
Look, man, if I'm ever out of the ring, I'll find myself in a fix. I'll join you guys, and we'll be called the Jackson 6.
Come here, brothers, come here. Yes, Jackson 5, come up here. Jackson 5, come up here. I just thought about this the other day. Hey, from Gary? Hey, brothers, you from Gary? Come here, my black brothers. These, oh, my little pretty man. Come here, man. And these brothers are from Gary, Indiana. I was just in that city the other day. And I'm going to get you all before the public and the world.
The personality of a person, the ways of a person, the thoughts, the deeds, the actions, it's all based around his heart. For what is a man? A man is his heart. A lying, cheating heart means a lying, cheating man. A loving, merciful heart means a loving, merciful man. A living heart means a living man. A dead heart means a dead man. Regardless to man's title, regardless to man's wealth, rank, or position, if the heart is not great, then he cannot be great. But if the heart is great, that man remains great under all circumstances, rich or poor, large or small. So it is the heart that makes one large or small.
Hey, Gene, who that you told me you was with the Kansas City?
Come on, man, get in the car. Got the great Bud Showbird out here. You can't let the great writer wait for the great fighter. The man's in trouble. The man don't stand a chance. The man's too slow. I'm fast. I hit too hard. I named that chump the Mummy. And I'm gonna be the mummy's curse. All of you, get to your theaters, because this sucker is in trouble. He knocked out Ken Norton, true. He knocked out Joe Frazier, true. But he can't do that to me because I'm too fast. Last night I was testing my speed. I'm so fast, I cut the light out in my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed for the rooms, dog. Get your money. I'm gonna whoop this man worse than I whoop Sonny Liston. I'm still the world. Ain't that right, Bodita? That's right. Are we the champ? What we gonna do? What we gonna do? Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Oh, rumble, young man, rumble. Oh, is he in trouble? All night long. Are we gonna put something on him? The man's gotta leave now. The man's gonna leave. The man's gonna leave.
He didn't want to have a solicitor It was pointed out to him that
My name is Ibn Muhammad Ali.
was joined by somebody who I wasn't expecting.
I am the kidnapped son of Muhammad.
We'll put away from Martin there because we can't really hear what he's saying.
No, I don't know if I call it civil rights.
Well, what would you do for an occupation if you stopped fighting?
Well, I don't know what I'll do. God's got me here for something, but I can feel it.
Cassius, do you believe, as Brother X suggested today, that violence will be necessary for the Negro to achieve these rights that you've been talking about?
I don't believe in violence. I only believe in violence unless I'm attacked. All sensible people don't believe in violence unless they're attacked. Then nature calls for violence if somebody jumps you.
Do you have any thoughts of joining the civil rights movement to the point of getting arrested somewhere?
No, sir. That's an embarrassment. I'm supposed to be free. I don't have to be getting locked up.
So we take this.
When do you see me change diapers? I'm not changing no diapers. That's your job.
You have said men are superior to women by nature. Can't even say it. Men are leaders. Women are inferior. Women are sex symbols.
No, somebody got that wrong.
Well, tell me what part of it's true. 2 out of 3.
You get mad now?
Yeah.
You want to throw some punches
No,
over
I
here?
just want to sit here and ask you what part of it's true.
Well, I'll tell you this. Why are you looking up to me? You looking up?
I'm
now.
looking straight.
You're looking up. Well, you're an angle. You're looking up.
Straight.
Because I'm taller than you.
Straight. That's
you have to look up.
Yeah, okay.
God made
That's
you that
physically.
way.
You're
You
physically
and
bigger than I am.
And then let some of those says have punk. But you got to look up to me. I sit down. And when I stand, you're going to look
I'm
up to
taller than some men, though.
That's what I'm trying to say. And when I'm stand up, you look up to me.
Physically, you're superior. You are superior to me physically. I won't, argue with that.
God made man in his image. He said about a woman. God made man in my image. He made the woman out of the real.
Do you really think women are inferior?
How? Inferior how?
Well,
God made
physically
women.
not. In
God
their
made women.
minds, let's say.
No. I want women should be equal to men as far as being paid for the quality of what they can do.
When your wife argues with you, do you say to her, "You're a woman, and I'm the boss, and that's the way
Woman,
it is"?
shut up!
Where are my
I'm
people?
just having fun. No, we don't argue. We argue, we have little fusses, but whenever you can always...
that's very scary.
Yeah, no. If you know your mate, you can tell when they're getting ready to argue. You can tell when they say something so they to argue. So I found out it's better to walk out of the room or to leave home, go have dinner, go watch a movie.
That's killer.
Oh, that's worse than arguing. So Barbara thinks, well, me and Veronica, we don't have no arguments. That's what scares me. We never had no fusses or fights.
Do you believe in fidelity when you're married?
What's fidelity?
Staying with one woman only? Nobody's listening.
Every married man hearing this show, I know I'm telling the truth, fellas. Sometimes we're still single, right? Sometimes. But in the long run, it's good. You got children, I got a mate, I got company, companionship, nothing wrong with love. Sometimes you naturally wish you were single.
I want to ask you something that is a sensitive question, but people have thought it and perhaps asked you. The Muslims have a very strict code of conduct. You do yourself. You have a very strong moral
All
code.
religions do.
Was there a problem when your wife, Veronica, gave birth to your child before you were married?
No, I was married.
You were married to her when that child was born?
Not by, say, the white man's law. But by Allah, God, know the oath that I took in privacy with her.
And that was enough?
With Allah, not with the law, probably. But people are married. In this country now, they don't get married, they just live together. That's the big thing now. Don't get married, just live together. But my intention, see, it's not the action that makes a thing right or wrong, but the purpose behind the action. What was the purpose? What was my purpose in having a baby with my wife Veronica? What was my purpose in living with her and sleeping with her? My purpose was to marry her, to fulfill it and be a gentleman, go through with it, make it dignified, respectable, and I took oath with God that this is my wife. So I don't feel bad at all. Because my laws with God are not like your laws in this state.
Ali, it's 14 years since you became heavyweight champion of the world. and you say now that you're going to win it for the third time, you will be the only man ever to have regained the title. 3 times.